friends, it's time for our week ahead tarot reading for June 23rd to June 29th, 2025. We're in Cancer season, and now we have our new moon in Cancer coming up on June 25th. This is a great time to set intentions and really work on manifesting for the next year, because Jupiter moved into Cancer earlier this month. Now we're in Cancer season, so the sun is in Cancer, and now the moon will be in Cancer. So the moon and Jupiter will be conjunct. Jupiter is going to expand and amplify your intentions if you set new intentions. And Jupiter will be in Cancer for about 12 months. So this is a really good time to manifest. It can be a good time to do a vision board. It's a great time to just, really set your intentions, especially since we just had the summer solstice or winter solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere, and just like setting those intentions for the new season and again for the year ahead. Okay, yeah. The Knight of Crystals coming out. It's like you can really have a lot of forward momentum, but you have to make sure that you know where you're going. Okay, so really like direct your energy. Like there is a lot of like vision energy here, like the thinking, like where do you want to go? And then have that carry through for you. Another thing that's happening this week is on June 26th, Mercury is going to be transiting into Leo. I'm not going to focus on that too much in this reading. Oh my goodness, cards just falling out. Okay, so let's see what you do need to know for this week ahead, though. Thank you, Spirit. What does this collective need to know for June 23rd to June 29th, 2025? Thank you, Spirit. By the way, if you're ever looking for a personal tarot reading, you can always book me at my stan.store. It's stan.store/IntuitivelyBeth. I would love to work with you. Okay, so I'm seeing after the Knight of Crystals, we have the Five of Cups and then the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so I do feel like for some of you, this is a big turning point. And especially with, with the change of the seasons, a lot of like big astrological shifts have been happening, and it's time for you to decide, are you going to keep on going towards these things that have been hurting you, this grief, and turning your back on things that are actually more aligned for you? So I feel like you're crying over a lot of issues that are just no longer for you. This could be a person, this could be some other type of opportunity, relationship, it could be a job, it could be just even like old things that you're still kind of dwelling in that are not aligned for you, versus these two cups that you keep turning your back on. And you really have to decide what direction you're gonna go in. It's so interesting because this is how the cards came out. Okay, so we have the Knight of Crystals, the Five of Cups, and then the Knight of Cups, right? So it's like two knights. And the way that they're, from my perspective, they're going in two different directions. So which direction do you want to go? Are you going to go towards what's actually fulfilling for you, or are you going to let yourself get carried away by thoughts of grief and continue to focus on that? Are you going to let yourself go towards what's really in your highest good, or are you going to get pulled into nostalgia that's maybe kind of rose-colored glasses? And I see with the Judgment card, it's really your choice. Which direction are you going to go? Spirit's always going to tell you to go towards what's actually in your highest good. Go towards that intuition. Go towards your actual truth. Look at this High Priestess, Justice card, Flower of Life on the bottom of the deck. You're acting as if you don't know what's best for you with the Four of Cups. You're telling yourself, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can move on. But really, you've had the answer the whole time. You've had this answer the whole time. This answer is inside of you. So it's really up to you. You already have all the tools that you need. You're empowered to make the choice to go towards your true destiny. Okay. And that's now it's in your hands. You can continue to manifest forward the same patterns that you've been doing, or you can decide that you're going to do something different. That's what I'm getting here. And that this week is there's a turning point essentially. And you can use that energy to set your intentions to really go towards something different, really make a big change, okay? I just started hearing Sheryl Crow, "A change would do you good." I think, isn't that how that song goes? I think it is. "A change will do you good." Thank you, Spirit. What else does this collective need to know for this week ahead? King of Cups. Ooh, whoa. Okay, King of Cups and then the Queen of Stars on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you have to, it's so interesting. It's just making me think about a lot of the readings that I've posted on TikTok lately. Like believing that somebody can be like the type of person that you would want to have a relationship with, that you can feel safe in a relationship, that you can have the type of relationship connection that you want to have. It does feel like this is about relationship energy in a lot of ways, but also that like you can be happy, that you can feel safe, that it doesn't always have to be bad. King of Cups coming out too is like, so for some of you, this is literally about a relationship that you're in right now, that like you're actively in this relationship with this person. It's like maybe more you're trying to like move forward with this person in a positive way. Like it's not your old patterns, it's something new. And for some of you, it's because you have to recognize that something like this could exist so that you get away from the old patterns. Okay, so you have to take that as it resonates for you based on your current circumstances. So it's like for some of you, you are still like crying over somebody that's in these 3 cups, right? And for some of you, you have this opportunity with somebody with these 2 cups, but you're still kind of turning your back on them and facing, like keeping on looking back over what has happened to you in the past or relationships you've been in the past. You're almost like recreating that happening here again. That's what I'm getting. There's also energy of definitely like Cancer season, okay? So like being in the water, strong energy. So maybe that's something that you try to do this week, and like really using the water to like cleanse. And so, you know, if you can be in a natural body of water that's clean and that you can really like try to have spiritual energy with, if you can go to the beach or something like that, that'd be wonderful. If not, you can do this in, you know, a bath, even a shower, it doesn't matter. But like that energy definitely coming forward. Look at that. The other thing I'm really seeing with the Queen of Stars, she is very focused on making herself very comfortable at home, and Cancer season does have that energy as well. Like you know, think about a crab, right? Crab is the symbol for Cancer, and like that, the crab feels comfortable in their own home. They literally carry their home with them. And so it's really this energy of like, yeah, it's okay to like feel comfortable and safe at home and feel like that's like your grounding place too. Okay, so that's coming through this week. It's like being by the water and in water, using water to help you this week. Reset, re-energize, release, okay? And then also, like, it's okay if you feel like you just kind of want to be at home sometimes, and make your home a beautiful space, a safe space. And not because you're hiding from the world, but because like it helps to reinforce, why am I doing all these like words? But like it like reinforces your stability, I guess is what I'm thinking. Yeah, okay, it's just another message that just came through for me, is that like I do feel like there's gonna be some ups and downs this week. Some of that might actually be because of the geopolitical situation that's happening, but I'm just getting that like, yeah, okay, yeah, the news is gonna be difficult this week still. That's probably obvious, right? But I'm just getting something about how like there's going to be like highs and lows this week, and so don't get too attached to like any one day or energy, because like the next day can bring something different. And just because there's something that's happening, just because things are happening like geopolitically doesn't mean that you can't personally have a good week. It can be hard to focus on like your own stuff sometimes when you're so focused on the news. I think it's important to like be informed without being inundated. So that's something else to just kind of keep in mind. 6 of Crystals, 10 of Cups. Okay, so yes, things can be difficult, scary, dangerous, frightening, right? Geopolitically. And that doesn't mean that you cannot continue to move towards, and here's that water again. Look at this theme. These waters. It doesn't mean that you can't continue to move towards your dream destination, your internal peace, your peace in your relationships, your peace in your personal life. While, like, yes, it can be really difficult, scary. I'm not trying to discount all of that. Those are scary things. And you can keep moving forward in personal ways that help you to feel good. Okay, so don't focus too much on, again, be informed but not inundated. That's what I'm getting. Okay, you don't need to read every single news story about the same topic. You can take in the news for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then move on and refocus on what you need to in other ways, okay? I hope that helps. I really do hope that you make some vision boards this week if you feel like you can in that energy. I see the Page of Crystals on the bottom of the deck too, okay? So allow yourself to go towards something new. But yeah, let me know if you make a vision board, and I will see you next week.